Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Thursday.
Hello. How are we all doing today? Seems like everyone's doing good.
P&J here.
We're doing good. Welcome to Thursday Thoughts. We're gonna have a lot of thoughts and arty fun. And be sure to say hello in chat so we can say hello back. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe and bell. Give us a thumbsy upsy.
Thumbsy upsies.
Don't forget.
Yes.
Helps a lot.
Yes.
And then, hang out in the background if you would like. But do, please, give those thumbsy upsies.
And comments.
And comments. Oh, yeah.
We love the comments. We read them.
Got some. Okay. All right. We ready?
I'm ready. You ready for our intro?
Oh, yes. The PJ intro
Yes.
with P over there.
J over there.
And together
We are
PM Artist Studio. Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it
We're
was.
doing pretty good at that. The PJ team. We're strong.
I know. We are strong. Muy fuerte.
Okay, I'm going to start to say hello to everyone. We got a lot of people coming in. Oh my goodness. Dang. Oh, wow. Wow. A bunch of people are coming in. All right. All right, let's go. Let's start off. Oh, hello, Miriam, Becky, Candy, Charmaine, Colleen, Darcy, of course, Dana, Debsy, Devon, Doreen, Eddie, Evie, Griffin Shale, Helene, Isabel, Janice Marie, Carla, Lexi McGrath, Lisa Mingus, Lydia, Mary Ellen, Mitzi, Nightbot, Panka, Ricky, Sandra, Lynn, Star Traveler, SWL, and Tina, Trish, and Wendy H. Hello, everyone. And if I missed you, didn't mean to. Probably just came in there.
Two just probably came in. Well, just put your hello in big letters, and then Josh can see it.
Oh yeah.
Because I see better when it's large.
Oh, I feel like it's so dusty today.
Dusty?
Yeah.
Really? We had rain last night.
I know.
Yeah. All right, well, we're just going to jump right in because I do have a lot on the plate, and I really, some of it I told Josh this is going to be a busy day, and he's going to learn lots of things.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did get a haircut. I noticed.
I asked him if he needed product, and he said he didn't, and I don't know what I asked him that for because I don't have any product anyway. Mariah doesn't. She probably has it with her.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Thursday Thoughts, June 22nd. 2023. The thing I want to talk about here today is, and it's because of a lot of things that were going on in makers, and I would see some things, and I don't know if you know this, and I told Fran, I said, Fran, I may not always comment during the videos, but I'm watching your videos. They're just going on in the background. And a lot of times I'm headed this way and the computer's back over there. And when I hear something, I turn around and I look at it and whatever. But usually I'm doing something. But it's that way with a lot of those. I watch them and I get out of it probably things that you wouldn't necessarily think I would, but I do. I'm always titillated by some little thing. And one of the things that kind of started me thinking was someone was purging their stash, and they felt good about it.
Their stash of what?
Purging.
Like
they were getting rid of things.
Or
using them up, yes.
Oh, okay.
Their bits and pieces and whatnot.
Okay.
And whatever they had left, they tossed it, and they felt good about it. I think that's great. That's not how I operate. My premise for that is I would rather have it and not use it than need it and not have it. It also comes under the category of you have to keep it in order to throw it away later. Where did I get that? Well, I think it came from my grandmother, and probably started with her mother, my great-grandmother, who spent a lot of time with, Grandma Frances.
Oh, yeah.
Later we called her Mimi because that was Nathan's name for her, and it was because he was possessive. He didn't want any of the other grandchildren to be around her because she was his Mimi. Yeah, that's how that got started. And she would say, we better save that. When we cleaned out her garage after she passed, she had balls of string. She had balls of rubber bands, and y'all know what happens to rubber bands. Rubber bands have a very short shelf life.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of
They
dissolve.
get like this.
But they make a really, they crumble.
Yeah.
Remember that bracelet that you made me, Joshy?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that.
I have it in an envelope someplace because I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
I used to wear it all the time,
I
but
know.
it got so.
The bands like deteriorate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first thing that broke is the clasp, so I couldn't wear it anymore. But I did save it because I thought I might incorporate it into background texture on something. Put it in some, impasto, clear paste. I don't know. Might look really cool. So anyway, this is where I am today. I like to consider myself a fixer. And to that extent, I fix things that would otherwise be thrown away. I think our society needs to do more of that. We have a lot of stuff going to landfills that could be utilized in a much more ecologically sound fashion. And I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person that, feels kind of, I can use that. And I've got some things back here to show you. Okay. The Japanese have a word for it. It's called Kintsugi. And it is considered an art form. The object after being mended is considered to be even more beautiful. Yeah, I think it's interesting. We, English-speaking people, do not have a word for this. Language, the words or lack thereof, speak volumes, pun intended, of what that culture, society deems valuable. Mm-hmm. That we don't have a word that assigns value, respect to the process of mending with love and consideration is telling of how our societal norms have evolved to demean, poke fun at such solutions.
Miriam says it adds to the story of the object, she thinks.
It does add to the story, and that is especially important in the Japanese definition of the word, because whoever is fixing it somehow or other is adding something, essence of themselves, to the object that would not otherwise be there. And those who have it later, who inherit it, who acquire it, have that also. So it amplifies the value of the object. So I think that that's a mindset that we need to develop in our society. And if we don't, I'm concerned. Number one, I think the mindset that you have when you have that idea in your head that, I'm going to fix this, creates a problem-solving mindset, because you may not have what you need right there in front of you. You may struggle with the fixing part. And in the struggle, suddenly you're
going to value it more.
You are going to value it more. And whoever inherits
it
thereafter, hopefully will value it more. Now, I'm going to show you what really got me started on this before and I think I can show you with that camera. We're not quite ready to go overhead yet.
Oh, Fran agrees with you. She wants all her stuff.
I know, and I have a hard time partying with anything. All right, so this little case was down on the landing, going downstairs, and
Bentley, go. He's jumping.
Cat is joining us. No, Kitty. Van, can you come get the cat?
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go lure him in the room.
Yes, and don't forget to shut the door. And make sure the bathroom's door shuts, because he can come out through my room. Okay, so it was dark and I didn't have the light on, and I hit it with my foot and I broke the handle. Because the handle is attached here with a little strip of bamboo. And it had just, it was getting kind of wobbly anyway. Anyhow, I thought, well, I'll just take some thread and I'll sew it back on. That'll work. Because Izzy loves this thing. She keeps her tea set in here and drags it around. And anything that's contained inside of a case, Mariah's always happy with that. So I tried the sewing. Well, that was horrible. Number one, the inside, here, let me show you. Inside, the thread kept getting caught on all of these edges of the bamboo. Okay, we might as well. I've got some more things to say about that, but I don't want to get preachy.
Do you want me to go topside so they can see
Yeah,
that?
I want you to go topside.
That's pretty cool what she has.
Okay, so here I am. And I'm going to show you again. I'm going to put them back together. Can you tell which one is fixed and which one isn't?
The left?
It is. And can you see? Here's the thing I would do differently. I would go ahead and paint my little strip. And all this is this is the thing that the veggies, it's wrapped around the veggies.
Hello to everyone coming in.
And here are the little pieces that were broken off. So I really, I tried to match that, and I thought, you know what? Naples yellow is really close, and it was. And I think the only thing I need to add now is a bit of shiny stuff and hit those places where I can see a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that, a little bit of red still. And then I just glued back, and I left that little piece sticking out there, just kind of a little hint that, the other side can be fixed the same way if I'm not around when somebody else, has to fix it. So this could have been relegated to the trash because it was broken. You can't, and it wouldn't be long if we just had one handle before the other one was probably going to, because she packs it up with some stuff.
Who?
Izzy. This is her suitcase.
It's her suitcase?
It's her suitcase. Her tea set suitcase. And some of her dishes are metal, and they're kind of heavy. And this actually was, I got this at the Goodwill, or Salvation Army, a thrift store, a long time ago. Way before Izzy was even born. I used to keep some of my paints in this, and I kind of outgrew this suitcase, obviously.
Yeah. I'm looking around. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah. All right. Well, I just thought I would share that with you. I don't know that it's all that earth-shatteringly important that you'll care about that, but anyway.
Fran has a teapot with a bamboo handle, but she needs to fix it. That's really cool.
I have one downstairs, and Joshua, you help me remember. I will get it and show it to you. When we were in, because I had one, I bought it at an estate sale, and the reason I did is because the glaze on it is one of those glaze. It's called crazing. Remember we talked about that? And I knew it was old because you could look at the bottom of it, and it was just beautiful, but it didn't have a handle.
Oh.
It took me 2 or 3 years, and finally when we were in San Diego during spring break, Mariah and I and my sister, we went to the Asian market, and I found bamboo handles. Well, I bought 2 just in case, I wanted to be ready for the next one. But they have them. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll see if I can, I don't know if I still have the other one, Fran, but I'd certainly be willing to send it to you. Because if your teapot has the little loopy things, which mine had the little loopy things, that you just stick it down through there, and it had wires that came up, and then it had this thing that went down over the top of it, kind of a slider here, and kept it on there. And, it's bamboo, so it looks really good. All right.
Aunt Mariah.
Is Mariah there? Hi,
Hello.
Mariah. I hope she's feeling better. She's got the Teresa 2-step trots. Yeah, I don't, something like that.
Oh, God.
She drank ice.
Oh.
Should not
Not on there. On the
because
curse.
it's
not
well, unless
filtered.
it's made with I don't know what, boiled water or whatever. Usually it's not. All right, so you watched me put these on the last time, right? So since then, I put a little shiny stuff on them. This stuff right here.
Put it up to the camera so they can truly appreciate it. That's really cool.
And added a little bit of shading, shadow around them to define, even more. And all I did, separate this and make it look like the dragonfly is back behind. And the little splashes gave those a little bit of a definition.
I like that.
And then I just took and put a little bit on some of the
Wow. The leaves.
little parts of the leaves.
That's cool. It's kind of like the light's hitting it on a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you do that, that's pretty. I think that looks cool. And before that, I did go through and kind of put a little white with the Derwent.
The splashes look more dimensional, said Star Traveler.
Yes. Leaping off the page.
It does.
Yeah. Well,
especially those purple ones.
Yeah, that's what I really wanted to happen. Okay. So there we go on that. Now, I've got a few things here to talk about. All right, first of all, Atlantic Monthly. I actually have a subscription to this magazine, and I do read it. I read most of my articles online, but I like to have this in case, you know, I have to go and sit.
What is that?
Atlantic Monthly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so there is an article in here about Mel Brooks, and it's an interview, and it's absolutely funny stuff. And I'm just going to read you one little part of it, and I want you to go back and read. But y'all know who Mel Brooks is. Well, I hope you do.
Who's that?
Okay. The interview person, Apatow. I don't know who he is. Some of you may know who he is. He's Judd Apatow. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. Ask him, who was the person before World War II? Because he was he served in World War II as he was in the engineering unit. Who was the person before World War II that you loved, that you thought, oh, I'd love to be like that person? And Mel responded, okay, now this is his, he's 97 at the time of this interview.
Wow.
Still pretty darn sharp.
Wow.
Brooks. Actually, there was one comic who was really funny. Myron Cohen was his name. He's very Jewish, and I stole one of his really great jokes. The joke went like this. Guy walks into an appetizing store. I mean, so Jewish, there are no appetizing stores. Guy walks into an appetizing store, says to the grocery guy, I want some lox, I want some cream cheese, I want 4 bagels, he stops. He says, salt. Why have you got so many boxes of salt? All your shelves are covered with red boxes of salt. You must have 100 boxes of salt. You sell a lot of salt? And the grocer says, yeah, well, if I sell a box of salt a week, I'll throw a party. It's a miracle. I don't sell a lot of salt. But the guy that sells me salt, boy, he can sell salt. And I love it. I love the joke. I don't know if you were visualizing all this, but this is the kind of situational humor. I will think of this much later on, and it would just crack me up. And I don't know. Not everybody thinks that's funny, but I think that's funny. And I think a lot of Mel Brooks's funniness wasn't immediately funny. It was a funny that, you know, kind of like, well, maybe you thought about it for a while and later it just cracked you up. But I want you to think about that for a while. I think that's just hysterical. I mean, that's so funny.
So he had no other things.
Just makes me cry.
And no other things except for salt.
That's it. Salt. The guy that sells him salt. Okay, and it's this month's. There's an article in here on how baseball saved itself. I don't really care about that. But, you know, you don't always get everything in one package. Thus, so the new veranda is here.
That's a cool
Issue
bookshelf.
4, volume 37.
I like that cover.
All right, it kind of, you know, I hate this magazine. I think it's kind of, you know, it's kind of a little bit pretentious and la-di-da, but at the same time, you know, if you can just make it past all of that, you know, stuff in here, it's got some great things. And it's not necessarily things that they wanted you to get from the magazine, but you can. Okay. So what I did is, when I was looking through this, I was looking for ideas for color combos and compositions that are balanced, with objects and color, harmonious, they have unity, and sometimes they have a focal point. So I went the first page in here on the back of the, not that one, this one, okay. Can you see this? Remember the other day when I put the gold, the yellow gold on top of the blue, light blue? Doesn't that suddenly just take you there? Mm-hmm. And why is that a really good color combination? Well, it's just ever so slightly. It's not totally, complementary, but it's like just on the edge of complementary. And it's two really, and they've mellowed both of them out here. The blue is more of a gray, and they've got this lovely kind of pinky beige there. I love that. And then I'm going to show you over here. Oh, I don't know if it'll, yeah. All right, I'm trying to get these both on the same, but look at this. And this is Postcard from Provence. And these colors, I love all of these colors. This dirty kind of robin eggs blue, you know, that it's got just enough grunge in it to make it really, I think, interesting. And all of these different patterns in here that just all work together to be this luscious, wonderful visual thing. Well, I like that a lot. And I'm really looking at this. So I looked at this and I thought, you know,
scrumptious.
I really, 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 really like that. I like those colors. Now look at this brown here. So maybe what my boxes need, you notice, and I'm going to talk more about my boxes and how I fixed them and, you know, did things to them. But this is really where I want to be. So all of those prints that I pulled the other day, I'm going to get them out and we're going to see if we can get them into some color range here.
Like some blue and
blues and those, that
grays.
Really kind of, it's almost cheddar. But, you know,
orange, yeah.
I really, you know, to look at this, whoever put this all together really put a lot of thought into it. Because it takes you around the whole thing. If you really just sit here, you come on down here by the pillows. You go up here by this, and you see this. You go here, and you might even come up and circle around the mirror a couple of times, and you come down here. They have drawn your eye purposefully. Things have been placed to make you look at everything.
Yeah.
And I think you can really see how really successful that is. This magazine, whoever they've got in there, really knows, you know, what's going on.
Yeah, that designer's.
All right. Now here's an ad. Same thing. You see this up here. Contrast, but looking at your gold and your blue. So I don't know. It's just really interesting that showed up. So you see that, and then you immediately come over here to this high contrast area with the clouds. And then maybe you go down here, but now look at the slope of the roof. Spirit of place, and then you come down here and another one slides you down here, and you look at all of this and look at this lovely rhythm that we have going on here with these little dots of color. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so another gold and blue color combo.
Wow.
Okay, when I was looking at this page over here, I just thought, you know, I am so glad they didn't paint the fireplace. I think that would have been a terrible, terrible mistake. Number one, I don't know anything about sage or anything else, but I love that lovely sort of orangey yellow wood. Above here, and I read this, I didn't know, but the TV is covered up with this wonderful screen here. So the TV is not staring at you like, you know, a cyclops. So that you can sit down and do other things. And obviously these people do a lot of reading. But here's the other thing. You've got these chairs over here. And then you've got this painting back here on the wall. those two are lovely balancers. They're bookends.
Oh,
They
Carrie.
keep the whole rest of the room kind of in this little area here, and it becomes more intimate, more
It balances it.
yes, you feel safe, cocooned in this little thing there. I love that. I love that room.
Carrie says hi.
Everything about it.
Say hi.
Now here's another one of my color combinations you know that I love.
Oh, Fran asked, where did you get the coffee cup illustration on the boxes? And isn't that just a part of the box?
Oh, that's my half and half container.
Oh, she's a part of. Yeah. Oh, it is just a part of the box. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what's going to be my drawers, Fran. That's not going to be there. I'm covering those up. We're going to get to that in a bit. But I got to talk about this because I love everything about this. I love that you could be on either end of the bed. It's obviously kind of in the middle of the room, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But isn't that a wonderful?
I do like that. I like doubles. It reminds me of the bed in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They got two people.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, this month's veranda is a good one.
And I really like that front room, too. You know? With the big old windows with all the bookshelves.
I know. I do too.
Who says libraries have to be kind of dark and gloomy?
Oh, and yes, absolutely.
I prefer to read in the light.
I think that's
Yeah.
well, they're trying to the light is bad for paper.
Oh, really?
Physical sunlight is bad for paper. So that's one of the reasons
yeah.
that they're usually dark and gloomy, Josh. But that's a good point. That is a very good point. All right. So let's get now, let me see. Oh, no, I don't want to get to that quite yet. I've got something else to share with
Multiple
you.
projects going on.
Multiple projects.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Well,
Whoa.
it is.
Whoa.
It's a lot.
Oh, goodness.
But, I mean, we're not going to do anything today, but watching The Hop the other day, and then watching Patty Tolly Parrish while she was making her little notebooks for each of us that's going to show up, you know, at the retreat in Baltimore. So all of a sudden I got to thinking, well, you know, I better get on this. I want to have something to take with me that looks like I will have something to do. If nothing else, you know, maybe I run out of paint, maybe I forget my paint, whatever. I want to have a backup plan because that's how I work. I like backup plans.
Contingencies.
Contingencies, yes. Absolutely, Joshua. Good work. Good work. So I had this little box, and I really wanted this to work because I'd already started on it, but it didn't. So, yeah, we'll just put that over there for now. I had it in here as kind of a blocker. But this is going to be my new project. This is going to be a pretty box. It isn't right now, but it will be when I get finished.
Okay.
But I want to show you why this is a really good idea. Well, it is for me. I don't know if it'll be for you. But yeah, I just remember Gail Agostinelli. Y'all know who she is? Okay. I watched her make one of these. I can't even remember what it was, but the thing that impressed me most about this journal that she made, it had to do with farm related stuff, like farm animals, farm buildings, barns, you know, that sort of thing.
That's cool.
And it just seemed like that she had everything that she needed. Well, yeah, she'd been collecting it for a long time. And I just thought, well, of course. My problem is finding it when I need it. I know I've got it, but I don't know where it is. Or, you know, maybe I gave it to somebody, I don't know. Maybe I gave it to Mariah and asked her to do something with this. And sometimes she gets kind of snappy with me and says, you know, if you want this, you need to keep it and take care of it and use it. So I thought, well, I'm just going to surprise her. I'm going to clean off my desk, and I'm going to have this sort of kind of journal-y box of stuff that I'm really going to do something with, like for sure. Not just set it over there, you know, bag and tag it, as she says, because I do have a lot of bag and tags. But here's why I think that I will be more motivated to use this. I can set this up like this and I can say, oh, wow, now let me see. I've got these new papers over here. What might those go with in here? And I can tip it up like this. Josh is laughing.
Yeah.
Is somebody saying something?
Trying to get Mariah fired up about your comments about her.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I like this. Look at this. But now, it's got kind of an Asian thing going there, so I don't really, I'm not feeling that. And I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, that might work. Or what about this?
Oh, that's your roller sheet, right? I really like that one.
These are my brayer.
Yeah, the brayers.
All right, so I like this. Look at this. So I'm just going to take this particular thing and stuff it in there. There we go. Now here's another one, and this one's done with
wow, that one looks like ice cream, kind of.
But the original design was one that someone sent me, and I think it's one of what's her name? I can't think of it. Elizabeth St. Hilaire stencils, which I thought was okay, but yeah, it just didn't really do all that much for me. So anyway, I've got that, and I kind of like that.
Saint Hilaire, Eddie asks. What is
Elizabeth,
that?
yeah.
What is that?
And I'm thinking more along the lines of maybe. Oh, now that's got a little. That's interesting. Okay, well let's pull that out and see what we think, because that's got a little, you know, on the edge there with the orange, and already some blue. Okay, I like that.
I like that one. That one kind of looks like so many different things.
Yeah, and I don't even know what that is.
It's like blue versus orange.
Okay, and I also found these little sacks, because the other thing is if I suddenly have something, and I've got some in here, and I've got to show you the one that I actually started on.
Thank you.
Oh, looky, there's a little froggy rub off.
Oh, wow. Oh, pink.
All right, it's white, so I should be able to find it right away. Here's the black and white one that I did the other day.
Yes, I did get a haircut. Oh, Wendy H asked if you could do a paper swap at the retreat for what you don't end up using.
Absolutely. See, that would be
cool.
another thing, because I'm not going to put this together as a journal.
Yeah.
The reason is because I want it to be flat, and I don't know, I've lost the one that I worked on. Oh, here it is.
This is a great idea.
This is just because this was what was on. But that's the other thing. See, I can take this, and I've got these things in here. Somebody can say, well, you know, I really need some black and white stuff, and I can go, let me hook you up.
Oh, she got what you need, people.
I got what you need.
Oh, wow.
All right, so we
Those
did
are
these
all
the other
gel
day.
prints.
And this is one, this is a pull off that I was kind of experimenting. You can see this in there, but it's a pickup off of stuff that was, okay, so then I've got all of these little pieces that I still haven't worked on the other side here. So I put them in this little envelope. That way they're not going to be spilling out when I pick them up like this and, you know, do this.
Don't want that.
Yeah, don't want that.
Don't fall over.
But anyway, that's my idea for this, and yeah, I think that's going to be kind of fun.
You can be the paper pimp.
I can be the paper pimp. Oh, I love it. Shashi, you are so funny.
That's what Griffin Shell said.
Oh, the paper pimp. Okay,
That's
yeah,
so funny.
Pimping my papers. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go through my stuff, and I'm gonna have a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
And plus, I don't know. I think I'm supposed to bring some of my own, you know, paper that I'm going to use. I know I'm supposed to bring my own gel plates. And I'm a little concerned about that. You know, it's hot. And
will they melt?
I don't know.
We should test it out.
We need to contact, you know, because all mine except for my big one are gel plate or gel press. Yeah. All right. So let's get on with it here.
Oh gosh.
All right. So basically, I've decided what I want here. I want that kind of gold, that kind of gray, kind of blue vibe to my boxes. All right.
I like that.
So remember the other day I told you, because I already had, I just pull my boxes out. This one was already done, remember? And it was short. And I said, well, I think I'm going to add something to it.
Okay.
I wanted to add it to the outside because I thought, you know, that would be more better. But the problem was, it wasn't going to fit.
Paper, pen, P. Alright.
Because you have to remember, I'm going to add a layer of paper over the top of this, and I don't really have a whole lot of wiggle room there. So I had to put it on the inside, but I think it's okay. I mean, I don't think it looks all that terrible. And I did that to this one.
Toaster strudel.
And I did that to this one. Remember, these are the little prescription boxes that Ben gets his monthly meds in. They send them in these little boxes.
Oh, wow.
These are half and half containers that I've cut in half. And that's why you see the coffee there.
Yeah.
Fran. That's going to be covered up. We're not going to see that anymore. All right, so how did I do that? Well, what I did is I took this little thing here. I put it down so that it equaled up to the distance from here to here. Remember my
makeshift rule.
And I would have done this on camera. I just felt like it was something that I really didn't need to do. This going the right way. So you can see, I mean, really pretty good. Taped it on the outside, fit on the inside, and I taped it on the outside. Then I taped it on the inside, then I taped it, period. I tape everything. And the reason I do is because this little box, of course I cut the lid off and everything, and I got to thinking afterwards I really could have used this lid around here. But, you know, I already had it done. So, anyhow, make sure that before you start, see how that was lifting? Really go through and rub those down. Because you don't want that tape lifting up. And anywhere where it's, you know, like that area right there, make sure that you've got those really buffed out. And remember, I do have a stone that does that.
Yes, that was a point of concern with the boxes are smaller, so whenever you add paper on them, they still fit.
Yes, you must take that into, because see, this one doesn't, remember I told you, these are all just a little bit different. So I have to use these milk cartons in these two. Now this one, see, is a lot of wiggle room. And this one here holds this one better. But that one is a really small one, so I need a small.
Smaller?
That, I don't know, for whatever reason, I guess it got off a little bit up there. But I you know,
if you had another row, you could play tic-tac-toe with them.
Isn't that the truth, Joshua? That would have been fun, wouldn't it? You could do a tic-tac-toe and then somebody else could come back and change the boxes around.
Oh my gosh.
On you.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. So, the next stage of this, because someone asked if I would do this from beginning to end. And I'm not going to do it on here because I think that would be really horribly boring. But I did want to talk to you about, so the next stage on this here is to gesso the whole thing. Gesso the inside first. Let that dry. Because then you can do this while you're painting it all the way around. Yeah. That's just, you know, that doesn't seem like much of a big deal, but it can be. And the other thing is when you do this, and you're, well, I need to come through and really get some of these. That's yeah, okay. My masking tape is lifting. You just learn that it's just best, and I didn't tape down the entire insides. I probably could and should, and maybe I will. I don't know. It's not very much fun to do. So, any questions about that? I've got all my little pieces here, and I'm not getting rid of any of these because I might go ahead.
Devin asked if do 6 half and half boxes make 3 whole boxes.
6 half. Well, the problem with the half and half is by the time you get through cutting it, you don't have enough to use both ends. Plus you've got, you know, the roof and a chimney on the half and a half. So, and you probably could, and I'm sure I could, and Miriam had mentioned that. But I am saving those simply because I've got this idea about doing little houses using the tops of the half and half cartons. I don't know when that's going to materialize. Okay, so the next time you see these, they will all have been, and I will go ahead and start one today. Maybe I should go ahead and start these since these already. I'll go ahead with this one because it's already got a layer of stuff on it.
I just wanted to say, I really do like your necklace. That blue one.
Oh, thank you.
What? Yeah, I like that one.
Yes.
That was really nice. And then also, what's that big metal thing?
This thing.
Yeah, that thing is cool too.
It's really heavy.
Oh,
Margaret bought me this back from Thailand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I want to go to Thailand.
It's really very substantial. It's, what do you call that? Lapis.
Oh, lapis.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it goes really well with my, because these are, they're little lapis beads on here. And then these are my coins from Afghanistan, from the Kuchi tribe. And then this, Margie also got me this. I think these little guys are silver, but I'm not sure that the chain part is. And I'm thinking, what else do I have here?
You're sending blue love for your necklace.
Oh, yes, and these are hand-carved little beads from Afghanistan, too, lapis.
Oh, that's cool.
I like them because, you know, there is gem quality lapis is very beautiful. It has veins of gold and whatnot, but I kind of like this kind of rustic. I don't know. Okay. Now, I probably should go ahead gesso this, but I don't need to. I just need to make sure that these are all.
Miriam says that you could reinforce the inside so the volume doesn't get added on the outside.
Well, that's what this was. This little piece right here was added. Now, I could have added another piece out here. But, you know, come on. In the whole scheme of things, it wasn't important enough to me to do that. If it is important to you, then I think you should do it. It's just like saving your scraps. If it makes you feel good to throw them away, throw them away.
Do you, boo?
Oh my gosh, that's good. So funny.
Is that funny?
All right, yeah, it is funny. All right, now I want to talk about, because this is important, the paper that you use for your paper mache process. The best one that I found, and this is,
wow,
you can see how old it is because look at the edges of it. All right, this is newsprint that I saved from my move here. So it's whoever knows how old. Because I might even have saved it from my move to Alaska from Texas. Wow. I don't know. But anyway, this is really, the weight of this paper is ideal.
Hello, Apple.
It's substantial enough that it's going to not tear when you put it down. The reason I don't like tissue paper is because the tissue paper tears. Now, granted, you could use your really expensive carnival tissue, but who wants to do that when you don't have to? All right, I do have one little box, and this is the little box that this started out as. And Van gets these with his prescriptions each month, and I keep them because I think they're really cool little boxes. They're squares. They're cubes.
Fran messaged you about something she wants you to see after the stream.
Okay.
I don't know. But
very good. I will make sure that I look, Fran. All right. So that it's what it is. It's just newsprint, not unprinted newsprint. Now you can use,
like that's usually, that would be turned into a newspaper.
Yes, and you can also use newspaper. I just don't happen to have any newspaper, and this is what I have. But newspaper is newsprint, and it's good. Now you know the ink in the newsprint may you may have a reaction to that on your fingers after you use it for a while. It just depends on what kind of ink it is. All right, fold it in half, and you all know about newsprint. It tears their paper. It tears better one way than another. So I tear it in half. Then I just tear each of these pieces into approximately, thirds. That's what I do. Voila. And I've already got some started here. And I've got some here that I wanted to show you because I don't like this quite so well. This is a craft paper. It works, but it doesn't work as well as the newsprint.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't go down there on the paper like the newsprint does. You want to make sure that you've got enough of it made that you don't have to stop in your gluing process and make some more strips, because you're going to have stuff all over your hand, and it's really a pain in the butt. It's just best to go ahead and do it.
I like your low cut teacup.
I think it's either a teacup or I think it's too big for a sake, but anyway, it's some of Mariah's.
Wait, sake?
Stuff.
Like
sake.
Oh, okay.
I really like sake. And the good stuff is especially good. It's just kind of like everything.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to get a container. And I don't mix up too much of this at the same time because it gets kind of ooky.
Oh, ooky.
Ooky, like...
How do you spell it?
Ooky.
Someone try to spell it.
You want to get one that's big enough that you can kind of get your fingers down in if you need to. Some people are more, they're more hands-on than they are brush-on. I personally like the brush-on method. So you take your container and you visually look at it, and you're going to think about halfway, right? Because we're going to half and half this. Cheap Elmer's glue works just fine. Other things work also, but I mean,
Pour it up, pour it up. She's a mixologist.
There we go. That's about
Wow.
halfway. You can always add a little bit more water. Or you can dip your brush in water before you dip it in here. And
Can always add more.
water.
Half and half back to the coffee. That's funny. Half and half. Oh, wow.
Half and half. Shake, 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 shake. And it should be the consistency of half and half. Not heavy cream. Heavy cream is what it kind of went in there as. But see, you can see, it still needs more shaking.
Wow. Devin wants to see you make a, what is it? Oh, wait, what? Bartending. Oh, they want to see you do some bartending moves.
Oh, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, don't put this half and half in your coffee. The Elmer's glue.
All right, you can see. You can't see where it was anymore, so it's well integrated. Now the next thing is the brush that you choose. This is very important also. You don't want one that's floppy. No floppy brushes.
Shake it like a Polaroid.
No floppy. See that? Well, the reason this is really stiff is because it's a really old brush and it's about down to here's paint that hasn't been washed out. So, use one of your brushes that you don't value a whole lot, and you want it to be fairly stiff. Not too, but,
A little stiff.
Stiff.
A little stubborn.
Yeah. A little bit stubborn. Okay, now I'm looking at this. I'm making sure I'm kind of getting down in the bottom there because I think maybe some of that got stuck. Yeah, see, look at that.
Oh.
Give it a little, it should drip, but not, yeah. Okay, now it's the same thing. You probably want to do the inside first. The inside is the hardest to do. And I hope I'm holding this, so this is really hard to do. Because I really need to be looking where I'm flipping this stuff everywhere. Okay, I want to do that corner.
Oh.
Here is why I like the newsprint. If your paper is too stiff, it is not going to go and adhere to that corner. It's just not.
Nope.
And a little nip right there. And you can bend that. Oop. Over and go on the outside, bend it over, and I'm trying to catch my drips because what happens on the inside here is you end up and you've got a puddle down at the bottom, and you don't want that.
No.
And this is not sticking very well,
Nipping.
and I don't know why.
Shake it up, baby. Now that's fine.
Yeah, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna anymore, but I'm gonna get a little bit of my,
Yeah, a little bit hanging off. Stays in. What goes in the box and it stays in the box.
well, it does. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of just my regular strength glue out here for areas where, can you see how that kind of flipped up there and it was not cooperating with me? So I'll just, you know, stiffen my glue up a little bit. Where's my, oh, there it is. Oh, I guess it finally did stick. Okay, see how flat that is? Isn't that lovely? I don't know, can you see inside there? When you're doing this, what is important is to make sure that you're overlapping each piece. Your last piece that you put on, you should overlap it with the piece that you just put on before that. And I'm making the decision to go, I could go and put this down in the bottom and come and go this way with it, but I'm coming up here and going over the top part.
Have you decided what you're gonna put in these boxes yet?
Put in them? Oh, I have all kinds of things. I'm going to clean out my drawer over here behind me on my desk, because I have all these little pieces and parts, and it doesn't help, it doesn't hurt to go back and periodically make sure that you don't have any air bubbles with your brush. That's why this needs to be stiff. Okay? Okay. Next layer. Turn that around because I thought that one kind of fit down there on the bottom better than it did up here. Okay. It's hard for me to look at this and show it. Is it good, Josh? Can you see what I'm doing? You have to tell me if you can't.
Oh yeah, they can see.
Okay. And remember, every now and then kind of go along and make sure that you're not creating a huge puddle down there. Remember, I'm picking up a little bit of my stiff glue here, since we had a little bit of trouble with that.
Debsy that says we need to check out that paper picker uppering technique.
That what?
The paper picker upping.
Oh,
It's a
paper.
paper.
Oh, that?
That's, yeah. It's high level.
Wow. Ah. But you can also do that with your hand after a while.
Oh. Oh gosh. Wow.
Remember to overlap each one of them a little bit so that
Go shake
okay. I probably overlapped a little bit more than I needed there, but I didn't really want that. Okay. Now, this is another little trick. I'm really kind of glad we're doing this. I didn't, you know, I hesitated doing this because I thought, oh my God, this is so incredibly boring. People are going to leave in the droves.
Oh gosh.
But has anybody left yet, Josh? You have to tell me.
I haven't been paying attention.
You haven't been paying attention to that?
Akiko was here for a little bit.
Oh, well, sometimes she has to go to work. So we're not going to get anxious about that. All right, now did you see that? I took and I folded my paper. I'm creating a little thing there. Make sure I've got plenty of glue down. And this is where you might want to hit that with just a little bit of your more your thicker glue. Okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to put that right in that corner so that we're going on both sides. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I got any glue on that side. That would help, wouldn't it?
Wow. Oh, thank you, Miss Tina. They say they. Oh, you see that? Got a little projectile.
Oh, did I flip it?
Glue. It went over there.
Oh.
That's funny.
All right. Now you come in with your scissors, preferably before you've got glue all over them. And really, you know, even if you're going over the same area twice here on this corner, that's a good area to reinforce, because what gets the most use on your box, your thing? The corners. All right, is that, yeah, got a little weird place right there.
By Mariah, the lag's getting bad on the boats.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well, I hope she's feeling better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't gotta worry about people leaving. There's some stuff going on in the chat, they say.
Okay.
They're talking and watching.
Are you talking and watching?
Talking and watching.
Now, we will address that corner, that outside corner, more later. I'm coming in, sopping up my glue, moving it over to this spot where I'm going to start.
That's fine. Look at this.
And it doesn't hurt to keep going over those. I might have got my glue a little on the loosey-goosey side here.
What are these things called?
Pardon?
What are these things called?
Clothespins.
Clothespins. Is this a small one, or is my hands just gotten bigger since I've seen one?
It's a very small one.
Okay.
Izzy has some that
there's a big one over here. Okay.
Izzy
that's
has,
more normal
yeah,
size.
she has some really little ones that someone sent her, and I've kind of,
Oh my
when I find them on the floor, I keep them. That's the deal.
Yeah.
Anytime I find something on the floor, it's, if I decide I want it, I can keep it, and it's fair game.
Yeah.
Gosh, I hope that isn't a bug there.
And that's how Mariah got a bunch of her little toys.
Mm-hmm.
And she keeps them up there. Whenever I'm over here, Izzy always asks me if I can go bring them down to her. Oh, you got a little drippage
Got a little drippage.
on the other side. It's running.
It's running. Thanks, Josh. Boy, I caught it just in time, didn't I?
Oh yeah, no puddles.
Nope. Yeah, you don't want puddles, because the puddles, well, not only will they cause you problems later on. Now, see, I missed that a little bit, but I'm not concerned about that right at this point.
Oh, Massey.
Okay, all the way around. And you can watch TV. You can do all kinds of things when you're.
Oh yeah, Mariah. What was Mariah sick with, or was she not feeling good because?
Well, she has a bit of a tummy ache.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, she had some of the ice.
Yeah. She probably has a little bit of gastrointestinal. I told her to take her probiotics.
Oh yeah.
Because I actually read about. I'm not saying that she has, And basically, you have to get this paper so that it has sucked up your glue mixture, and then it's going to bend around the corners. It's not a good idea to stop and start on the corner. You want to either go over it, or you're going to go way under it so that you can go over it. Because what I probably will do is I will probably go back over this again. When I do this side, I will loop it inside and reinforce that top edge.
That's an extreme art project. Paint the house.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh,
Anthony.
yeah. I don't do that kind of painting. I do not. I'm terrible at it.
Really?
Oh, I have a sister who's really good at it.
Oh yeah. Who?
Mary Lane.
Mary Lane.
Yeah, she's really good. Okay, we're at this end here. So we've got our folded paper. And I most of this stuff that I'm doing here, you're going to figure out. And you may even figure out a better way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this is the only. I'm just saying that over time, I've discovered this method of doing the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on the inside where it's sort of awkward for you to
Yeah.
get to them anyway.
Oh, so you can just split them down. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Oh yeah. Oh, Fran asked if you saved the insect yet. I don't know what that means.
Save the what?
She said, did P save the insect yet?
The insects.
The insect.
I don't know, Fran. I don't know which insects I'm supposed to be saving.
Maybe she's talking about something else. Maybe it was a mistype. Okay.
You got to give me more information there.
What kind?
All right, now, can you see I've got that exposed edge there? Not worried about that. What I am worried about is this right here. Did you see how that was lifting up there and having a little... Beat that into submission.
Stay down.
And you may even have to take your fingers and really, you know, get after it.
Oh, I think she's talking about a... Was that a bug that...
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, a bug in your glue. That's what they were talking about.
Could be.
They said you painted over it.
I painted over the bug. Hey, it was probably after my bourbon, so... Sucker.
That's funny.
Yeah, they do. They come in and...
That's what... The gnats? That's what they come after?
Okay, did you see what I did there? I didn't have to do that, but, you know, I feel good about it. Okay, well, we've almost made it. We're over halfway around now.
Pull a Thompson. That's funny. Bug in a box. You be my bugaboo. That bug's got a big boo-boo now.
It will be part of the
It's kind of nasty.
the artwork. He sacrificed his life to show up on a YouTube video.
It's a stream. It's live.
Okay, I am,
We're with
yeah,
these
live
people now.
live stream.
Hello, people in real time.
Yeah.
With very little delay.
Okay, come back and check your glue every now and then and make sure that
Oh, yeah.
it's not puddling in the bottom there. Creates problems. All right, let's grab a big fat piece of paper, and I think we can make the edge here.
Yes, he will fossil. That bug's trying to get the booze.
He's trying to drink my bourbon.
Trying to steal.
Yeah.
Apple asked if you let it dry between layers.
You
That's
do.
a good question.
You do let it dry between layers, and the thing about it is the first layer takes a while to dry. Successive layers, not so much. And it's kind of true with the gessoing process too. The first layer is going to take a long time to dry. And you want to leave it, I say 24 hours. You probably don't need to leave it that, and it depends, you know. If you're in Arizona, shoot, you might be able to do it later on in the afternoon. But if you're, you know, in Costa Rica, it might take a couple days.
Why would Costa Rica take long?
Because it's high humidity.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like heat. I was like, isn't Costa Rica hot?
Well,
But
it
that's
is
like
hot.
a different type of hot.
It's wet hot.
Wow.
I don't know how many times, you know, a week
Apple says thank you.
oh
gosh.
Yeah, Lori Marie Jenkins lives there now.
Frab.
Okay.
Fab.
Look at that. We're almost all the way around.
Combo.
And you can see how nicely, oh, that is a bug. Huh.
That's funny.
It's staying down. It's being very cooperative.
Oh.
And when you're doing your glue, kind of, you know, every now and again, give it a good stir as you're dipping your brush in.
How many layers do you need to do on that?
That's a good question. It depends on what you're using it for. If it's going to be used a lot, like some of my trays that I've done in the past, I did two layers. These, you know, I mean, I don't know. They're going to be knocked about and whatnot, but other than that, they're not going to get all that much. So probably just this one layer. Then the next layer is going to be the
like the art.
Yes, the tissue paper.
Okay.
And there's another reason too, is because on these one boxes, remember, I don't have that much wiggle room. They're fitting in there pretty tight.
I did not know that. Oh yeah.
Okay, we've got the sides done. Now the bottom part, this is kind of a, I don't know.
Thank you.
What I do is I set this thing down, and I roughly imagine that it's going to go up a little bit on the edge, but I want to mainly just, you know, you're not going to see this anyway. It's mostly for reinforcement purposes. This is tough getting this down in here. I will just tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it never goes where you want it to go the first time, of course. My fingers are not long enough. If I had long piano fingers, this would be really nice.
Grape grabbing gremlins.
And you just kind of beat it into place. Like I said, beat it into place.
Show it who's boss.
Absolutely.
He's the boss. Oh gosh. Good to know. I will not send any of my bug friends near your art, Fran.
And like I said, I can go up a little bit on the side. I don't mind that so much. And it is kind of soggy down in there, which is kind of nice in a way. All right, now you can use your paintbrush.
Wow. Oh, Barbara Cabrera says that she's watching on the TV.
Oh,
and
wow.
she does not think that this is boring, and she's learning a lot.
Bless you, sweet person that you are. You know, I told Mariah, I said, I just, you know, I feel like I'm punishing people, making them watch this, because it's...
Well, it's not like you're just doing it in silence. You're explaining and giving tips.
I am, and hopefully I am.
You seem to
And
appreciate it.
I really apologize. I have to put this towards me. Now, this went a little wonky on me, and it kind of, you know, wrinkled up in the corner over there. No worries.
Oh, thank you.
No worries.
Apple asked if you've made paper beads on your channel. Probably.
I think I did.
I feel like you make a lot, or you have a lot.
I think I made paper beads. My paper beads are really not like other people's paper beads.
That's like where you roll the paper up, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, because you have a lot of those.
Yeah, I do have a lot of those. Now, I don't know if I did the... I'm pretty sure that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, you know, I don't know how to send you there.
Yeah. We have 50 minutes. Just
we have 15 minutes? Are you
50.
50 minutes? Oh, good. Because I really wanted to do a little bit of gel plating today, because I wanted to...
I could hear this. Did y'all hear that? A little scare in her voice when she thought I said 15.
Oh, I was like, holy cow, I'm not going to have time to gel plate.
Oh, they're saying they're enjoying it.
Because I really want to get this color combination going here, this kind of yellow gold and bluish gray, because I'm just so impressed with that from, you know, the magazine. Because I told you, you know, when I was doing those, I kept saying, you know, this may not, what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing visual research and playing around with things to kind of see what it is that I want to do. Because I don't know yet.
She don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
She don't want to know yet.
I don't have to know yet, Oh boy, that was a real...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, now see what happened there? It kind of fell back on itself there. And when that happens,
Oh, wow.
yeah. You just kind of have to start over again. Pull it out and... All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that one down there where it landed. Goot ganoot. I knew there were two pieces together there. Okay, try this again.
It's kind of glistening.
There we go.
What? What is that? Wow, that's coming together really good at the bottom.
Well, it kind of is. There's some
looks like
definite holes that I've got to. But it doesn't, you know, it's like I said, this
like
is the
stone.
inside. Oh, wow. That was really... There we go. Oh, I saved it. Did you see that spectacular save?
Oh, it's kind of vertical to the camera, so no, there.
I know, but I have to see it.
Yeah, I know.
I can't. Okay. So then I check around the bottom and make sure all of my little bottoms don't have little lifty uppy things. And can you see down over here, yonder there? Can you see that little white spot there?
Yeah.
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that.
Hopefully.
Yeah, look at that.
That's looking good. Oh.
That was, I mean,
Almost
that was a hit and a shot out of the ballpark there, Joshy. Okay. That's looking good right there.
Fran says you have good goalie skills. Good save.
Good save.
Good
Okay,
save.
on that corner there,
That's
that
fine.
wrinkly corner there, we're just going to add one more little piece there and kind of cover it up.
Oh.
Well, at least that's my thought. Sometimes you just make it worse. But the thing is you never know what you're going to have in here. And if it's, you know, little beads or something that could fall down into the holes and the whatnot. Yeah. You want to steer away from that. Okay. Dunzers.
Hi, Martha. Coming in. You should. Yep.
Yeah. Now, since we do have, you know, kind of up here and
Thank you, Zindra.
and whatnot, remember, we're going to let this dry now. I'm just going around it and making sure that I've... See that edge right there?
That's cool.
That's not good. So we're going to do a little work here.
Lynn, this is how she used to paper mache over balloons.
Yes. Yes.
So she could turn them into
Pumpkins.
Halloween headdresses.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
And the
a good
nice
idea.
thing about this kind of paper is that it's going to, even though I've got multiple layers here, it's going to dry. I don't have any place where it's too heavy.
It kind of looks like you overfilled a cup of coffee or hot chocolate. Looks like it's falling down.
Falling down the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to dry a lot lighter, I will say. The other nice thing about overlapping is when you go back, you can make sure that you're going the same way as the cracks so that you're polishing them shut rather than busting them open, just like that one right there. And you really do, this little bit of time here spent fixing some stuff is going to save you a lot of grief later on, because those little places where the glue has not adhered, they will lift up, they will catch things, and you will be unhappy with your next decorative layer because it's not going to lie flat. It will be sticking up in places and you will be unhappy with that. I'm just going to go ahead here and do this corner since I can, and you're being really patient and wonderful about watching me, you know, obsess and compulse about little bitty.
I like that. No, that just seems kind of
showing.
fun to do. Eddie, was that a question to P?
What?
I don't know. I think he might be. I think he's talking to someone else.
It was to the group.
Yeah. Chat only. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
Wow, I like that. Was good.
All right.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is a cut down half and half carton, right?
No, this is
Oh.
the prescription box. This is this one right here.
Oh, it's a prescription box.
See, I added on to it, and
Okay.
I'm looking at this, and I'm really glad I did, because you see there on that edge what happened? Really doesn't, you know, it does pay off to go around and look at those corners and make sure those corners are covered up.
Oh gosh.
All right.
That's good, Martha.
Let's look at all the corners. I'm thinking that's going to be okay there, but since I'm already doing this, I might as well give it a bit of a once over, because I've got some exposed seams there. We're going to cover up our bug.
Oh, they're covering up the bug. That bug should have bug out.
That's right. Gets trying to drink my
Roger
bourbon.
Trying to steal her booze.
Okay, taking that down, just another one there. Really pushing that into that bend on the corner, because that's where I'm going to run into problems. I forgot to glue underneath
That was a
that.
little soggy.
Don't let it bend over. It'll be a wrinkle and you won't be happy.
Bye.
All right.
That looks really good.
Nice and smooth, because that's what you want.
Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna put the prints over it, or like
Yes.
tissue paper prints.
The tissue paper prints are going to go over the top of this.
Mm-hmm.
Give that one last little.
Dang kitty.
Do not like the way that corner looks.
It's bug. Yeah, the colors do remind me of coffee, which I think is fine.
Yeah, okay. Now, while we've got this, and while I'm thinking about it, because I think our glue mixture was a little on the light side, we're going to add a little bit more glue. And I won't have to think about it the next time I do it. Open this up to use it. That glue will be in there, and I can make sure that it's mixed around, and I won't have to remove that. Now, one of the things, when I did this with my kids at school, I had a bottle of Lysol.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I would put a little Lysol into their mixture is because they really weren't too terribly good at using the brush.
Who, the kids?
Yeah, they wanted to just slap it on with their fingers and just really get into it. Well, most of them.
Fingers into it.
They got into it. And they would come in, and they're junior high kids. They were stinky.
Ugh.
And they were dirty. And their glue would start smelling like, sewer water. So I just slip a little Lysol in there, and, we'd all go on about our business. Because it did start to, they would use it over a period of 3 or 4 weeks, and, in a classroom that gets shut up in the daytime, or, late afternoon, and it's hot. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, there's my glue mixture.
That's
No,
fine.
I should probably.
Any Lysol in that one?
I'm not going to Lysol this one because I very rarely even get my hand in there. I don't particularly like that.
That's funny.
All right, now, next thing. we want to do. And I want to talk about this because I'm going to
germ setting.
I'm going to go ahead. I don't know that I need to do that with these.
Oh.
But because these colors are so bright, I'm going to go ahead and gesso this. But I don't know that it's going to gesso. It's kind of a little bit waxy.
Wax.
And it's really great on the inside. I'm not going to have to do anything on the inside, but I'm a little concerned about this. And I can either gesso it now or I can gesso it later. And I want to try both ways. I want to do it after I put on the coat of...
They're saying that you should sandpaper it.
I should sandpaper it?
First. Just a little bit.
A little bit? You know, you can do that. And that's one of the ways to catch any areas that have paper lifting up is when you do that. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush. Just give it a bit of a rinse off in my water over here. Okay, I know I'm not going to do the inside, so I don't even have to worry about it. Oh.
Nail fireworks.
Okay.
Oh, that is cool.
You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just need to knock back the high contrast color that I've got going on here so that I don't have to look at that through my semi-transparent tissue paper, which I'm going to apply. I don't know, this may be the way to go. I do want to use a coat of paper mache over the top of this, just simply because it makes it really, it's a good thing.
That's funny. The frame, the coffee that Fran was looking at is gone now. It's all covered up. It's funny.
And remember, don't use a blue marker when you're measuring around the top. That blue marker will show through from now until the cows come home.
Wait, what do you mean?
The blue marker.
What blue marker?
This blue marker. Okay, now I'm going to transfer this over here to my glue.
Oh. Do you need...
Is that going to stay?
Do you want this?
There we go. That's all right.
Oh.
I'm just going to...
Knocking things over now.
Look at that. I should have just put it on there to begin with.
Debsy is asking what brand the blue marker.
The what is?
The blue marker. Which brand was
yes.
the blue
Let me
marker?
show you this. Remember, this kept coming through. The mark's a lot permanent. It's non-toxic, but boy, it shows through again and again and again and again. Hey, I think I may just have accidentally discovered something here. This is really a good way to paint your...
She said it wasn't that photo. It was one with the scone. Oh, never mind. She's talking about something else. Never mind. That was a different thing. That's fine. True blue to the bitter end.
It was the pits. Because I think I finally got it when I covered it up with gel.
That's funny.
Okay. Set that aside and let that dry.
Oh gosh.
And
What was...
if you want, you can go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and do the inside of these with gesso. I'm not going to tape them. And the reason I am is because remember when those little pieces started, you know, kind of soaking up at the bottom there? Well, this will help it so that it doesn't soak in and destroy the integrity of the
That's funny.
cardboard.
That's funny, Paula. That's funny. Been having some trips ahoy.
This is gesso. This is the gesso from Cheap Joe's, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. It's about half the price of some of the other brands. I know I should probably take it out and put it in a container.
What is it? What is it though?
What
It's
is
like glue?
gesso? It's like it's acrylic. It's like paint, but it's just very, very dense and white.
Oh, okay.
It's a painting preparation.
Oh, okay.
That's how you get your. I mean, people that the board that I made that I was going to do my flower arrangement on.
Does look thick like
That
cottage
had about
cheese.
14 layers of, and you do sand in between your layers of gesso. I won't in here because obviously it's
One layer.
beginning down in there. Just want to make sure that you've got it covered enough that you're not going to be creating a little area for a puddle of watered down glue to be hanging out. And you know, it's just kind of, I can paint the outside later on. Now see that right there? I want to fix that right now.
Okay. Yeah. Like the first layer.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is the first layer, and I could come back and do another one, but right down there where that paper overlaps, where the box comes together, that's a really important area. You want to make sure that you've got that covered so that that's not creating a problem. Now I did put a piece of tape across the bottom of here. That was just to remind me that that's part of the box's structural component there. In the bottom there. And you want to make sure that you've got that well covered. Because if that starts dissolving and breaking down, you're not going to have your box is going to go wonky on you. And this kind of cardboard that these boxes are made out of is not the best quality in the world. So
That's the evil chuckle. P, give us your best evil chuckle.
How's that?
That was pretty good. I'll see
Pretty
how
good?
they like.
Practice that for Izzy, because when I read her that one book and it has the evil queen in there.
They're like, oh.
Or not, you know, when she turns into a witch and she cackles.
She cackles? I don't like cackles.
Yeah, she really likes that. I haven't read that book to her in a long time.
Oh, that's right. Is that why she wanted to go as a witch? Or something? Did she go has Izzy gone as a witch?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, I remember when she was
kind of a foo-foo-y witch.
Yeah,
she wasn't like drop dead, you know, dead grungy. That's kind of what I would envision and want to be. But no, she was, you know, kind of princessy. That's our baby.
Baby.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You see that right there? Just cover that baby up. All right. You want to make sure
Fortnite.
put the lid on this stuff good. Now I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and do those, but I'm not going to do them. You can see this is an important step. It really is an important step. It's making sure that you can go ahead and put glue down on that and not have it dissolve your box structure.
Oh,
I always have to look at this. See, look at this cattywampus. It's not on there.
It's
right?
cattywampus. I love that
Cattywampus.
word. Cattywampus. Oh.
Well, then it gets on there and it's hard to get off. Okay, if you go backwards a couple of times and gently start, instead of trying to cram it on there, it works a lot better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. 32 ounces. Cheap Joe. Gesso. Good stuff. at cheapjoes.com. I think we have this in our frequently used products.
Y'all hear that?
I think so.
Maybe. Don't quote her. I think
Yeah,
that's what
don't
she's
quote
saying.
me.
Don't come back saying, I thought it was there.
You said it was there.
You
Wasn't
said it
there?
was there. Gosh.
Okay, I'm going to...
Yes, 30 minutes. Thank you.
Oh, I think we can do it, Josh. I think we can do it. So I've got my box. I'm going to get rid of that.
That's fine.
Get rid of this marker.
Yeah.
Okay, so... All right. Here's what I was thinking. As I'm looking up here on my shelf, eventually I'd kind of like to get, and this is all my
That's funny.
vitamins
Yellow.
and my creams and yada yada boo boo. So I really like this color combination.
That's the, what are those called? What's that print?
Nested circles.
Nested circles. I'd be scraping those.
I do love those. I do love those.
Do
And I
good
think that
ring
this
on
looks
those.
so good with this. But
Combine
kind
this
of what I was
trash.
thinking about is, and I even put it up here on my,
Powsie Wowsie.
I like the bubbles because I think the bubbles will go well with this. You know?
Just-
I'm feeling the bubbles. Then I got to think, well, this is not big enough. I really, you know, I want this to be bigger. But I don't have my stencil people here to make this bigger. I sent my bigger one off to Carrie.
Peas in a pod bubbles.
Peas in a pot. I love this stencil. But anyway, that's my color scheme here that I want to keep with, because this box may be sitting up here with my other, you know, with this. And right now I have this one box
Oh no, that was me.
setting up here with the light blue, dark blue, and red, and it's just not really doing it for me.
Bye, Paula.
Yeah. So, I got to thinking, well, this is not working. And then I looked up there and I've got this.
Wow. I like that one.
This-
That reminds me of the logo of this really cool restaurant in Dallas that makes a lot of gluten-free stuff. It's it's in Denver too. And it's like really cool. What's it called? I remember, but we should all go there.
Oh, all right.
That'd be really good.
Okay.
It is kind of a far drive though.
Is it? Did you go there for Luke because of the...
Yeah,
The
he really
food?
liked it because we went there in Denver one time.
Oh,
And then we
really?
found out they had one in Plano or Dallas or somewhere like that.
Well, Plano's not that far,
You know,
but
no,
Dallas is.
Dallas is.
I know there's that really good sushi restaurant downtown Dallas.
It's right next to a bluefin.
Mm.
But I mean, we have a closer bluefin.
All right, so this is going to be my goal. My goal,
It does
my
look
my
like that,
color
too.
combination is going to be the warm yellows and the grayish blues. And I've got, what do I have up here? I've got this gray. And this is called burnt green earth. But it grays out really nicely. So we might try some of this with white and a bit of red and maybe come up with a nice blue, bluish gray. Now the other option I have here is this. I could gray this out with some orange. I don't know, we're just going to try some different color combinations here and see what works and what doesn't.
Which one?
All right.
It's called Snooze. Snooze AM Eatery. That's the place I was thinking about.
Snooze.
Yeah, it's really good. We should go there.
Well, you need to write it down.
I will. I'll
All right,
remember.
now we've already got a little bit going here with our color combination. The
bye,
blue is a
Paula.
bit heavy duty, but I think we can work with that.
What's wrong with Paula?
This is too red, but again,
Get you moderator from that account.
look at you.
Should I take it away? Should
Well, I don't know. Is she doing anything? Is she?
I don't know. She's starting
All right, well, let's pull this off of here.
Ow. Itchy in my head. Peas in a pod, thank you. Those are so cool. Oh, wow. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't even prepare us for that. Oh, gosh. Dang.
That's pretty Powsie Wowsie, huh?
It looks like they sprinkled like cheese on it.
Yeah. Anyway, but we've got some good stuff going on here. We just have to figure out how to.
Oh, that's kind of got that gold you were talking about.
It
like the
does,
gold
that
strings.
yellow.
Wow.
Yeah, good call, Joshy. Okay,
Like gold
let's
strings.
see here. What do we want? What do we
Wow,
want?
that's right.
All right, we want, and I think I want to put my. I don't have my cool opener thing yet.
Thank you.
Because Mariah didn't have time to order it for me before she left, but she promised me she's going to do it.
You hear that?
She gets when she got
You
back.
can just tell her now. She's there.
Is she there?
Yeah, hopefully.
Mariah, how are you feeling? Can you tell us? I'm picking off this paint because if I don't, see what that just fell down there? Those little things can cause you some...
Watch out. I think there's some gnats coming for the bourbon. There's a couple over here by me. I don't know why they're on this. Oh, there's...
I'm not a big fan of this pouch.
I was just about to say, it's the pouch paint.
The pouches are just kind
You've
of...
been using them like almost every...
Well, I just wanted to use them simply because I...
Just get them rid of them?
Yeah.
Purge
These
them.
were on sale and I got them.
Oh, hello.
I've got one more thing I wanted to add a little squeeze up because I've got this in quinacridone burnt orange, the soft body acrylic.
Wow.
We're going to give it a little squirt.
A little squirt. Oh, it's small. Oh, that's so... Oh, wow.
Little, slight little, you know, I don't know if that's going to change that much, but...
Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's going to give him like a sunset effect. I think there's a lot more on the bottom. Oh, that's going to make your thing look really cool. It's going to make your brayer look cool. Is that what that's called? A brayer? I think.
All right. So we've got, and this might be a little bit bright. I don't know. I like it.
Bye, Mary Sherry. Oh gosh, they just dropped Isabella off at camp, at the kids club they have there.
Yeah.
She was telling me about that, how she loves it so much.
Oh, she loves it.
She says it's only for little kids like me, not for you and Luke. Y'all would go with Wait, is
Ariana?
Ariana's there?
Yeah, she's...
Yeah, okay, I thought so, yeah.
Well, I guess they're back from Cozumel.
Oh, that's cool.
Because that's where they were headed. Today, Mariah didn't go because she wasn't feeling well. Well, I'm going to have to make some decisions about this. Because I don't know.
Oh, right. That is true.
It may be too big of a pattern is what I'm concerned about. I may have to go back to, you know, aqueous effervescence.
Where's the Baron?
Oh, it's right over here.
Oh, okay. Exactly, Darcy. She does have that spot on.
I don't know that I'm loving that. I'm just thinking that's too
Oh, yes.
too fat.
Time for the chemical compounds now. It does. It does look like that.
But let's try something here. Now I've got this blue, and I need about
20
a
minutes
squirt the size of a pinhead.
A pen? What do you mean, like this? Like just a little bit, like the other
Just
one?
a little bit.
Like the other one, that was really cool.
And you know what I'm going to do?
Like a ball.
So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. I don't know what this is going to do underneath here. Oh, that's way too much.
I was about to say that's a lot.
Whoops, wrong way.
You can use this to pull it off. Here, like this.
And I'm hoping that the orange that I've got on here, going to kind of tone down this blue. And we're going to put a whole bunch of white with it. And I'm just going to put it down. I don't know, you know, that this is going to be what it's going to take to do this. I don't know about this blue. We shall see.
Oh, that's looking good. Oh, that looks cool.
Well, it's kind of bright. I want more robin's eggy, dirty. I was hoping that I could pick up more of that yellow underneath. It was going to kind of, you know,
show through the white.
Make it go a little bit dirty. But I don't know. You just never know until you...
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that looks
fun.
really wonderful.
Zippers.
Okay, where's my... I really like this stencil a lot.
I do like that one. It's very...
Well, it's just, it's more organic. It's less patterned than the other one. And I'm thinking that, you know, that's where I want to go with this. I'm hoping I have enough opacity here that I'm going to get some nice blues along with some nice yellows.
Need some aloe vera. I think that's good for sunburns, right?
Oh, yes.
Aloe vera.
Is somebody sunburned?
Ariana.
Oh, I bet she is. Bless her heart.
I don't know, that's nice.
She's a fair maiden.
Yeah, she is. She's tough, though. She's good. What is it? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That does now...
It's starting to a little bit.
That's really cool. I like the orange off the blue.
I think I can use that.
That's a great pull, especially whenever you're going for that gold and blue theme. Oh
Yeah.
wow! Then that what's left is really cool. Yeah, that does look great. Yep, there is that color composition that you were wanting.
A little bit.
Oh goodness, the guy kind of looks like one of those ant colonies.
Oh yes, that you would have it like this,
Yeah,
and they would
an
all
ant colony.
make little. But look, you can still see the tape
Yeah.
on some.
Oh, is that washi tape?
It's washi tape. This is one
funny.
of my original, and I think we actually have this in the shop.
Yeah, she just
I'm not.
Betsy just put it.
Did she put it in there?
Yeah.
But this is like the one that I made it from, and I do have. Oh, I like this.
Wow. Oh, the
Don't
blue's
know
really-
if it's going to be for but I love it.
That's
I
kind
just love it. Okay, I liked that.
That's kind of like that one. What was it? The thing you put over a table. That kind of looked like the one tablecloth in that one picture. Just the colors.
Yes, very good. See, that's where my brain is. And I think that worked. I think that this worked. But I think what I need to do is I need to have a tiny, tiny little bit of
To pull it back.
this
Yeah.
to make it. And I've got another kind of,
Oh, Mariah says she loves your outfit and accessories.
oh, thank you, Mariah.
We were talking about her necklaces earlier. Are we gonna go?
Okay, so we're going to have a little dabble do ya on the,
You still got some remnants on there.
I do. I'm not worried about that.
Cool.
But we're going to add just a teensy weensy bit of this to dull this blue out just ever so slightly. Just don't want to use too much.
Just all the barbells left everywhere. That's funny.
Come on. Oh, there.
Oh,
That's probably plenty.
it does look like a rusty molecule.
And lots of white.
Yeah, too.
So even though we do have this other stuff on here, I think it's just going to add to the effect of the kind of hazy, dirty, you know, not neat organic feel of it, you know, a bit.
Oh wow, your thing's looking very nice. Your roller. Ah. Oh. Don't get it on your.
It's sticking. It's really sticky.
Oh no.
I'll tell you what, you know, I may not like the little containers that this paint comes in, but it's good paint. It's wonderful paint.
Frozen again. Oh gosh. It said it froze. Is it still frozen? Am I right? Anything I need to do? Do I need to change it?
I remember these are the ones that we pulled the other day using our shadow technique.
Okay. Okay, bye Betsy. Okay, I guess it just froze for everyone. I don't know why. But there, it's back now. Okay, it's back? Okay, that's good. Yes. Okay. I was worried. It says the connection is good.
Okay, I'm just giving you a quick look. When we get through at the end, we'll come back and look at these more closely. But right now, I've got paint drying on my plate, and I need to move along. There's no lollygagging here.
Maybe it's because the paint just got back on. I messed with it. Alright. Yes. Alright, 15 minutes left.
15 minutes, okay.
Barren time.
You give me about 8 minutes to show, you know, what we've done.
Okay. Alright. There's the Elsa blue on the thing. Okay. Oh wow, the purple. You can see it, and there's some purple in that room. That's good.
Yes.
That's really good.
Good observation. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just wonderful? I like that a lot. It may be just ever so slightly brighter than, you know, what I really wanted it to be, but I'm liking it. Okay, we're on a roll here, folks. We're on a roll.
They love it. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. A little bit less blue. And I think maybe just a tiny bit more.
I think that blue, it just
dull it down just a little, because this is that.
Is that how it's getting to be that lighter blue color?
No, this is how it's getting to be not so bright blue.
Okay.
Hopefully.
That's kind of looking like little, like diamond strands, you know, like, you know, you're talking about the gold veins.
Oh, yes.
That's kind of looking like diamond veins.
Yes.
It is very nice.
Well, I'm very pleased with how they're turning out. You know, when you say that you're going to do something, that this is your plan and whatnot, and then it just doesn't work, and you're just so disappointed. But then at the same time, you're like, well, that kind of stuff happens.
P-Power, yeah.
Well, I think that definitely got my
That's
blue dulled.
That's looking glitchy.
Yeah, that's looking awesome. Yes, it's graying the blue out. See, that was where I was going with that. And I knew that it would if I got the right combination.
Smoke shade. It does.
Smoke, yes, smoky blue.
Good one.
Okay, you guys saw how I did that. Really was not much. I need to get rid of and get another one up here, because my brayer off is looking really wonderful.
Where? Which one? Oh, it is kind of. It's kind of looking like a oceany kind of smoky blue.
All right, now this is its second application, so I'm hoping. I don't know. This yellow may not be the yellow that we need. It may be too browny. But
Eddie asked what the brown paint was.
What the what?
The brown paint.
Oh, the brown paint.
It is very nice.
Is this right here?
You can bring it up a little closer. Oh, it's the quinacridone burnt orange.
Yes, in the full body. This is the one that they're
Maritime.
going to not make anymore, and that's why
for
I
real?
just used little tiny bits of it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
That's so sad.
it's very sad.
Oh. It's kind of like an inverse of the other one you made. Always like, oh.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit more,
That one's a little bit stronger with the
a little
print.
stronger, a little darker yellow.
Get it
And this one's going to pick up, I'm hoping, some of the purples that Joshy was talking about in their color scheme in the Provence room.
Hello. Oh wow.
Oh, that's really different. I
That's-
don't know that,
that's
you know,
kinda-
I don't know that I'm loving that. Let's see if we can get some stuff to pick up here.
It's like really big. Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. A lot of times it's not going to pick that stuff up where it has paint so much because it's already dry enough that, yeah, it's not. Okay, we've got another really nice yellow. We've got two more really nice yellow ones here. Let's see if we can duplicate that paint color again.
Bye, Mariah. See you soon. She's heading out. Mariah.
Mariah's heading out.
Yeah. Go enjoy the.
Well, it's
cruise.
probably time that, you know, fetch the child and fed her something before she goes into meltdown mode.
Oh, is he? That's funny. Yeah. Oh yes. Thank you.
What is that?
Lynn. You're at the 8-minute mark.
Okay, that is the last one that I will pull.
Last one that we'll review.
And then we will look at all the ones that we've
We'll
made.
give our thoughts on this arty fun. Hey, that was pretty good.
That
That
was
was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That's
Oh, I
funny.
need to add blue. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Now I'm going to use just a tiny. I'm just trying to get the smallest amount I possibly can out there. Okay, I want to change this out because I love this. I think this is gorgeous. And I think if I
We
go
might go a little
over that
longer
with
by
a
minute.
yellow, it'll be beautiful.
We might go over by a minute, guys. I know y'all don't mind. Oh, that's good. All three colors. Oh, wow. Oh, there's some bloody red in there. I just like watching the transition as you're rolling it. I just like that. Oh. I thought she was going to keep the red streak in the middle.
I'm not trying to get that to integrate and make it into a dirty
Will
blue
Will I be
business.
co-hosting on Sunday stream? I might. I don't know. Oh yeah, I do like watching the stream. I don't know if I'll be here for Sunday stream. Mariah might still just want to be working on orders and stuff, so it might just still be me, or she might come up.
Oh, look at that. That is absolutely, that's the blue that I want, that I just brayered off on my
We'll see.
thing over here.
Maybe. And then for the rest of the summer, I might be helping in the Tuesday, Thursday streams every once in a while. Because I like coming over during the week and helping.
Well, we like having you, and I think everyone likes having you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a joy. And this next week, it may be a good time for you because they're going to be probably,
Yeah.
I don't know what the situation is. Oh, look at that.
When Amari's back, she might be able to do this over here, and me and you can gel print.
Oh, yes.
That's
Maybe
cool.
so. All right, I'm going to
She's
pull
excited.
the last one here. The last one.
Last one.
This is it.
Kinda short.
I'm just glad I have all these yellow papers. And you know, it's just, it was totally intuitive that I did that. Because I wasn't even thinking about that. I didn't see that magazine until
You got 5 minutes.
yesterday. It came yesterday in the mail. And then I just thought, well, I'm going to incorporate that into my... So I love that gold and that blue together. I just think it's...
That's really good too. That looks like the tablecloth again and the couch and stuff. That looks really nice.
It does, doesn't it?
I do like it.
Okay, all right. Let's get rid of the gel plate.
Get rid of it. Oh, thank you.
And let's bring these back in. Okay.
Oh, they like that one. You like that one, Dipsy? I think it's nice.
Isn't that one gorgeous?
I do like that one. I think that one fits the
I think
color
it does
scheme
too.
the best.
And I'm gonna kind of, but even this,
Those are good.
no, it has. I don't know.
Well, those other ones have all the colors.
The other ones have all of
These are like 1 or 2 colors, which are more. I like that one too.
I do. I think this is because if I pull in some of this down here, that brings in that lavender.
Yeah.
And you know, if you
Lavender.
can visualize my little
It's my mom's
boxes,
favorite color.
the fronts of the little boxes,
Okay, that's
See?
gonna look cool.
I can get 1, 2. I might be able to, you know. I don't know. I don't think I can get all of them covered with one,
Hey, Van.
but it's close. Hey, Van, can you turn off my beans?
Whenever you want. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Making navy beans and ham. Now, this has got some purples on it too, Joshy,
Oh yeah,
around the edge.
that one's pretty good too. The orange is kind of overpowering the blue a
But
little.
it is a little bit, isn't it? And I don't know how to fix that. Now, I do like this, but I don't think it has that wonderful mix of colors. It's just kind of this or this.
It's more, yeah, like that other one, yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
one,
this is absolutely my favorite. This is the first one I did.
that one looks really nice. The
I
orange is
really like this. I
the
really
orange is
like
really
that it's
pure.
a lot of those wonderful little places are still there.
Queen Pea, the sponge skin stencil might be a good pattern for this project too, says Debs.
I did. Remember, I used that on, that was one of the layers
Navy beans.
of all of these. But see, now I've still got this one to work with, and it's got some wonderful purples around the edge there. Okay, this is probably a little bit too red.
Wow, that one's intense.
But
yeah.
what I can do before I go ahead with this is make it more yellow with some transparent, you know, iron oxide. And it will be more red-orange. I think this will be wonderful. I think that it's going to work
Did
great.
you make these in preparation for this, or
Yes, this is the ones that I did the other day.
because you knew you were gonna go for this?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
But I didn't know that totally. Now look at this.
oh,
I love this one, and I don't think I would do anything to this.
oh, thank you, Darcy.
We're just revisiting some things that I did the other day. But it never hurts to see them twice. That's kind of boring. I think this could easily become...
That's the moon one.
I think this could easily become yellow. But now look at this. If I rolled out some yellow and put it over the top of this with this, that would be a good one.
Okay, we're good.
Be sort of opposite. I mean, we just did blue today. Maybe we need to do yellows.
Oh yeah.
Yellows on, I don't know, next week.
Yeah. Well, guys,
Okay.
thank you for hanging with us. If you're just now coming in, this is the end.
This is the end.
Give those thumbsy upsies and hit the subscribe before you leave. Catch the replay. Leave some comments. See y'all on Sunday. Alright. No. Thank you all. Bye,
Thank you.
guys.